Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan Battle video. So in this video we are going to take a look at the new and improved, or well, not maybe new and improved, but the definitely changed up youth category team or gifted warriors team, just depending on what kind of lead you have. And this is basically a big revamp. It's come along obviously with the same name update. One of the big perks is being able to run double rotations of these newly easy-aid Goten and Trunks kid units alongside the awakened Gohan and Trunks kid units, and you can also float a Goten support while you're at it. Meanwhile, you can also look at changing up this team in various ways. You now have the ability to run both Easy Aid Super Saiyan Gotenks, which is pretty fun. You can run the Rainbow Orb changing Goten, the Strength one from the Easy A for the Kamehameha family, and you can even run things like Double Kid Goku and Double Kid Gohans, although the only other real Kid Gohan beyond the Prime Battle one, beyond the SBR LR one, is kind of but you've got plenty new options for this, so that means that bringing out new units in the future should be pretty interesting for the category. That being said, another big kind of combo or kind of change that you can do is you can obviously now run the LR AGL Gohan alongside the Superclass Support AGL Gohan. So pretty nice changes for the category as a whole, but we'll focus in on just basically running the Super Mega Ultra Goten Trunks Kid team and just take a look at how they do and how we can link them all up. Nothing beyond that really. I think I quite like this team personally. I think it's pretty fun. I think it's quite enjoyable. It's good. It's good in the hard events as well. The only real risk to you is if you take a super before the Goten Kid and the Trunks Kid, the Tech and Int units respectively, take a super before they manage the super, because that kind of means they won't have their full 70% damage reduction active. But that's about it. Once they super, they pretty much can tank from almost anything in the game. Then the AGL Goten and the physical Trunks can stack defense to ridiculous heights, especially if they're allowed to go in the second slot. And then of course we have the gifted warriors tech support Goten, providing the entire rotation with some tasty buffs. So as you can see, we have pretty dope links all over the place here right now. We're going to essentially link up the Tech Trunks and the AGL Goten. Obviously, ideally we'd want to stick the Tech Trunks in the middle. I'm not too phased because it's a Dokkan battle, but the two Gotens will not link up. That is something that you need to bear in mind. And then beyond that, it's pretty nuts how fun this team is. The Trunks, the Tech Trunks and the Int Goten raise their allies' attack by 30% when they fire a super. So they're great first slot tanks as long as they don't take a super before they get theirs off. And then that means that you can pretty much beef up the super omega damage that the physical Trunks and the AGL Goten can do. Plus we now have this Tech Goten. He can float around, he gives a buff to the entire team. All of them are on the Gifted Warriors category. So it's a pretty nuts combination of units. Just from an enjoyment point of view, they all hit really impressively. We're looking at 2.7 mil being the lowest really, barring my Gotenks Int lead. My Gotenks Int lead looks like the most average unit. I think that says enough. And plus they activate all their passives fully. All of them have requisites in their passive that require a Goten Kid to be around on the team, but obviously that's not a problem. Goten Kid, Trunks Kid, they're all there and ready to kind of activate the full conditional requirements of the passives. That's really great. And if you're running double of this Gifted Warriors lead, then you're going to be having no problems with this team whatsoever, because these guys can pack a mean punch, and having them floating on the rotation, just dishing out 4 million attack stats every now and then, 5 million, 6 million attack stats every now and then is nuts, especially since their defense is so good after they super. And overall the team just looks really, really great. So it's one of those super fun changes from the same name updated we're basically no longer prevented from running this kind of team, and that's where the real fun from the same name update comes in. You might have been like me, you might have had like 3 out of these 4 crazy units rainbowed, you just want to use all of them, you just want to see them go off in a single team, and you couldn't really, you'd use a pair of them, you'd rotate between them. Now you could link level all of them, you could run all of them, you could just see them go absolutely insane, which is nuts. And it's really cool from that aspect. So yeah, it's really fun to see. It's really cool to see how you can make all these teams with the same name update. Just seeing, you know, all the different types of units you can stick in the same team, and just seeing how much synergy they have. And if you build your teams correctly like this, you won't have any linking problems. Your units will all be able to link up. You won't have any issues, and that's really where the big score comes in. That kind of simple fact of, okay, I'm not going to have any issues because I'm still building my team properly. So there's still a need to build the team, because you can't link Goten to Goten, and doing that kind of, diminishes the amount of damage and defense you have. I've seen a lot of people put teams together where they just sticky units that can't link together in the same team and everything, and they just think, wow, it's so cool. I don't know, it defeats the point to me. I'd like to see a team like this that still works smoothly but has the same names. It's just benefiting from the system to just see such a dope team. I mean, look at this, 2.8 million, big damage, and it's just going to beef up. Look, Vegeta's not going to do any damage to this Goten. And this Vegeta, I mean, look, he's not hitting super hard like ESBR and stuff like that, but no damage, absolutely nothing. And then we're just going to see a crazy 4.5 million out of this Trunks, who's not even fully stacked. He's just going to hit him really hard, and then we're going to finish it off. Okay, my 55% tech Gotens, maybe not going to look as impressive as the other two, but the point is you can run a fun team like this. You could replace Goten with anything, any other unit that you think would work great on the Gifted Warriors team. I could even roll a B-Pan, and just have B-Pan sitting there buffing, healing, taking damage. So yeah, really a nice change. A great change for the same name update system, and yeah, the youth/gifted warriors team really benefited from this. I can see this type of team now working really smoothly. You can run, it's not even about just running this exact team. The fact you can simply run the gifted warriors support Goten with a whole bunch of other Gotens is a bonus in itself already. But yeah, that being said, obviously that's just one of the small changes that we can highlight amongst the category. There are plenty other great youth and gifted warriors category units that you can use, especially the Super Saiyan Gotenks. Those two units are great, and being able to use both of them in the fusion category SPR is going to really help out that category a lot. With the physical Gotenks sealing, with the strength Gotenks stunning, the fact that you can rotate them, stick them around, put them alongside either side of the end Gotenks, being able to use both of those is really great. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers and bye.